Hi, I'm Becca, founder and CEO of Dubsado, and I am thrilled to have you here with us today for this really exciting premiere of our new Form Builder experience. In this keynote webinar, we are going to walk you through all the new things that are added, how to use it, and some beautiful examples. Our team has worked so hard on this feature, and we are so happy this day has finally come so that we can share it with you. At Dubsado, we are dedicated to the support of entrepreneurs by providing ever-evolving software and putting the customer first in everything that we do. But what does that even mean? Well, both points add up to taking care of the customer. That's you. In the Dubsado world, we like to do things differently than other companies that have come before us. We like to say we are software with heart, and we reflect that by offering enterprise-level solutions to small business owners. In our extended business hours, you will get your question answered by support within an hour, often less, and by a real human who's probably eating cereal from our cereal bar or enjoying their morning coffee. We expose our software with heart mentality by never giving up. Whatever we're wrestling with, it has cause and meaning. We just don't throw money at our problems to see if they go away. We throw ourselves into those situations and understand the core issues at fundamental levels. We are sure to keep our hearts quiet, sensitive, and listening to the needs, drives, and pitfalls of our users so that we can create the best product there is. We often get asked, why not just raise money? It'll make it go faster. Well, the reason is we like to make the rules here at Dubsado, and we believe that listening to our customers and having a true understanding of where they're coming from is far more important than getting distracted on any type of funding. We've been driven by innovation in our field for 6 years now, and this new feature debut is setting the stage for so many more exciting innovations to come. And today, we are launching our new Form Builder experience that we have been so hard at work on. We have redesigned this new Form Builder literally from the ground up, and we have followed one of our key principles by keeping things flexible, allowing your forms to be even more closely tied to your brand by increasing the available customizations from within the Form Builder itself. No code needed. So let's take a quick peek. Isn't that exciting? Today with this launch, we are innovating and paving the way to make Dubsado the premier business management platform on the market, giving you the most customizations, flexibility, and support. This new Form Builder is really only the beginning of what we have planned for Dubsado and furthering its customizations. We want you to stay tuned to the end of this premiere for a sneak peek of some more new features that we'll be adding in the near future. They're pretty exciting. So thank you so much for being here and sharing in this journey with us. We really couldn't have asked for a better community of business owners and entrepreneurs to create magic within the service-based industry. So now I'm going to pass it over to Sam, who is our Director of Product here at Dubsado, to take you through this new Form Builder experience.
Thanks, Becca. We could not be more excited to release our brand new Form Builder to you today. When we began the journey of redesigning our Form Builder, we had a couple of important goals. First, we wanted to create a more powerful foundation for our Form Builder that would support many more features and customization options in the years to come. Second, we wanted to give everyone the ability to create beautiful forms without the barrier of needing custom code. So let's jump in and take a look at what's new.
First, we've got a brand new layout. We took advantage of the full width of the page to give you more space to focus on building your form. In the top right, we have some breadcrumbs that will take you back to your form templates, and you can rename your form just by clicking on the form title right here at the top. We also redesigned our preview mode so that you can preview your form just as your clients will see it without exiting the builder. It's easy to toggle back and forth while you're editing. The Save button will now stick to the top of the page, so you'll be able to access it more easily when editing long forms. Over on the left, you'll find the Element Library. You can drag and drop elements from the Element Library onto the form, or click an element to add it to the bottom, just like in our old builder. But now there's a new way to add elements to your form. Hover over any existing element and click the plus icon to add a new one right in line. You can edit text in line too. Just double-click any element with customizable text and you can start making your edits right away. Click the check mark or click outside the element when you're finished to save your changes. Inline editing works on text boxes, packages, and even question elements. Moving elements around the form is still super easy, especially now with our improved performance. Just click anywhere on an element to pick it up, and you can move it around the form. Clicking on an element will open its settings in the side panel. This is where you can map your short answer and date select fields, mark a field as required, and adjust other settings as needed. For general form settings, click on the gear icon in our new side navigation panel. This is where you can adjust all of the settings that are specific to the type of form that you're editing. We also added a brand new form styling panel, which you can access by clicking the palette icon. This is where you'll find the question styling settings and our new form padding settings that let you control the space at the top and bottom of the form. This is especially useful when you plan to embed your form on a website and don't want any extra space above your elements. We can't wait to add more settings and customization options right here. And for those of you who love getting creative and styling your forms with custom CSS, we added a dedicated CSS editor in the styling panel. Now, there's no need to have an invisible code block floating around on your form. But don't worry, HTML and JavaScript are still supported as well. You can add that code to an HTML block element and preview your form to see it in action. Finally, for forms that can be shared publicly, you'll find the new Share panel here on the left-hand side. We made it super easy to copy your embed code or sharing link with a single click.
So far, we've been exploring the new layout and all the little updates to the builder. These changes give us the stronger foundation we needed to add more of the features and customization options you've been asking for. But what about creating even more beautiful forms without custom code? Along with our new form builder, we are so excited to launch a great update to the old columns element. Let's take a look at containers.
The container element is the same as the columns element you already know, but it has a new name and some amazing new settings. Select from 1, 2, 3, or 4 columns, then use the plus icons to add elements directly into your container or drag them in. Hover your mouse over the container element to display the green toolbar. Just click and hold on this toolbar to pick up your container and move it around the form. But here's where the real fun starts. You can adjust the width of your container and the width of the content inside. I can adjust these settings here, but it doesn't look like much yet. Let's add a background color and really see this come to life. With a background color, you can see that we can make the container take up the full width of the page, allowing you to create beautiful, colorful sections on your forms. The width of the container is a percentage, so it's completely responsive. Now, let's try out the content width. This slider adjusts the width of the content inside your container. It's also a percentage, so it will adjust automatically based on the size of the container and the screen. How about adding a background image? You can do that too. With our new image uploader, it's even easier to bring an image into your Dubsado form. For a full width element, we recommend an image that's 2500 pixels or wider for best results, and the results are incredible. If you find your text is a little tough to read, try blending a background color with your image. I'll select a dark background color and adjust the background image opacity to blend the two together. And to really make this section pop, let's give it some breathing room. Our new padding and margin settings allow you to do just that. Adding padding will give some space around our content inside the container and show more of the background image. I'll also add a bottom margin, which will create a little extra space outside the container above the elements below.
There are so many ways to take advantage of the new Form Builder features, especially containers, and this is just the beginning. Stick around all the way to the end if you want to see a sneak peek of 2 very special Form Builder features that our team is already working on. As excited as we are to bring you these amazing updates today, we also know that a big change can take some getting used to, especially when you've got a business to run. That's why we've added 2 special features to our Form Builder to help you adjust. The first feature is a toggle to turn on the new Form Builder. You'll see it when you navigate to the Templates Forms page. This toggle allows you to decide when you want to turn on the new Form Builder for your account. So if you've got a few important forms to send out today, don't worry. You can wait to turn on the new Form Builder until you're ready to start exploring, and turn it back off again if you need a little more time. This toggle will be available until January 31st, 2023, so you have plenty of time to make the switch. Our second feature to help you adjust is a legacy mode that we created especially for those of you with custom code on your forms. We love how creative so many of you have gotten with custom coded Dubsado forms, and we wanted to ensure these special forms would continue working for your clients. Custom code, including HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, is still supported on new Dubsado forms. However, we had to make a few adjustments behind the scenes to support our new features, which might have an impact on your custom code. As we launch the new Form Builder, we've kept all existing forms in legacy mode to make sure nothing would change overnight. If your form does not have any custom code on it, head to the Form Settings panel and turn Legacy Mode off so that you can start using our new features right away. This setting is specific to each form so that you can update each template one at a time. If you do have custom code on your existing forms, we've got a special help article that will help you decide if and when to turn Legacy Mode off. We are so excited for you to start exploring and creating with our new Form Builder. Don't forget to stick around to get a sneak peek of 2 exciting new features coming soon. For now, I'm going to hand it off to Cameron, our Director of Education. He's got some great new tricks and techniques to share with you.
Thank you, Sam. With all of these new features that have been added to the Form Builder, this opens up a whole world of opportunities to make your form stand out to your clients regardless of what industry you're in. Here at Dubsado, we don't want to just give you a brand new set of tools and tell you to have fun, but we actually want to help teach you some different techniques and tricks you can use to enhance your client experience and make your content as excellent as the service you provide. The first example we are going to take a look at is the proposal. For those of you who may not be familiar with proposals in Dubsado, they are the perfect way to pitch the pricing of your services or scope of work. Proposals are great for showing off your business from a design perspective, and that's why we want to highlight some cool things you can do with the new Form Builder. Full width containers are one of the biggest feature upgrades we made to the Form Builder, so we'll start there. You want your business to stand out on a proposal since you are trying to convince your leads why you are the business to go with. The next thing I want to draw your attention to with this proposal is the idea of containers inside containers. Remember that with a container element, you are able to add multiple elements inside of it. Here we have a container with 2 columns. One has a text box element and the other column has another container added in with short answer elements inside that container. And further down in the About Me section, the same idea applies here. we have two container elements inside one large container element. This feature really enhances the way you can lay out your forms. To take this concept to the next level, here you will see one container element with two columns, but on the right-hand side, there are four containers with two columns inside as well, with image elements and text elements next to each other to give the lead a rundown of how the booking process will work. One thing we always like to say at Dubsado is never be afraid to give your lead instructions on how to move through the content you send them. On our old proposals, we used the column element to give the standard 3 package layout look. With our new form builder, we utilize the container element to emulate that same approach. But something unique we did here was actually put the package elements inside their own individual container element. This way, we can add a background color to each container to give the package a background color as well. And then, of course, if there are any questions you need to ask them during the booking process, you can add your short answer elements, drop-down boxes, or checkboxes below. We want you all to be able to dive right in and get started building amazing forms. So as a bonus for watching this keynote, we are giving you this proposal template for free so you can get started right away. We will be sending out an email to you 1 hour after this keynote is finished, so be on the lookout for it. Once you've added it into your brand, you can jump right in and start customizing it to your liking. Our second example is a welcome packet for a cleaning service. The great thing about this example is that you can apply this concept to any service-based industry, not just for cleaning services. And the tips that I will give for this form can be used on any one of our forms, not just questionnaires. Now, if you aren't familiar with welcome packets, they are the perfect option for giving a newly booked client the inside scoop on how the service or project will work. Giving them the rundown adds a layer of transparency and openness with the client that enhances the overall experience, and using a questionnaire for these is optimal. The main thing you will notice with this questionnaire that's different from the proposal is the GIF banner or hero image at the top of this form. Adding this to your form can really catch a client's eye, especially if they are used to static and fixed form styling. How you can accomplish this is by first utilizing the new container element and then stretching the container width to 100%. This gives it the full width look that you're going for. And next, under the background image section, just add a GIF image into your image library, and there you have it. And because you're using a container, you can add a text box element inside the container, and similar to what Sam mentioned earlier, add a black background color to the container and drop the image's opacity to make the text you've added stand out. If you're wanting more of the GIF to show, you can always adjust the padding within the container to reveal more of the image. The second thing that I'll point out with this form is that there is 0 white space with this form. And with our old form builder, you could add large images into the form, but you would still get the white space on the sides and in between each element. To achieve this look, you can simply add one container element and give it a solid background color. Then you can add as many elements as you'd like inside the container element, and it will continue to stretch all the way down the form. If you're someone who would like to add a little space in between containers, you can also adjust the margins. Margins are related to how much space you can add outside of the container. And of course, as you can see, we've added a nice GIF at the bottom of the form as a footer to cap it off using the same technique as above. The last example we will cover is a contract for design services. Like with our previous examples, you can see that we are taking full advantage of the full width containers and with background images and colors to create a great aesthetic to the form. One thing that I love about the banner for this contract is that instead of using a text box in the container to write out the brand name, we're just using an image element with a transparent logo inserted. This way you can combine a backdrop that matches your brand colors and add your logo on top of it. Another option at your disposal with full width containers and image elements inserted is to use it for spacers. If you want to break up different sections of your form, just grab a line type image with a transparent background and set the container width to 100% to stretch it across the entire form. In this situation, the spacer works great to separate the clauses of the contract with the signature boxes at the bottom. It's something simple you can add to your forms that makes a big difference from a stylistic point of view. Hopefully this has given you some inspiration for what you can accomplish with your form building. This is just the beginning for what our team has planned for building forms in Dubsado. And just to give you a quick sneak peek of what is coming in the future, I'm going to pass it back to Sam.
Thanks, Cameron. We've shown you around the new form builder, introduced you to full width containers, and walked you through the latest tips and techniques for building beautiful forms. But we want you to know this is just the beginning. We have so many exciting updates planned for our new form builder, starting with 2 new elements, the testimonial slider and the accordion.
The testimonial slider will make it easy to share your clients' experiences with your new leads on proposals, lead captures, and more. With all the customization options that we're adding in, we bet you'll come up with some creative new ways to use this element. Accordions will allow you to collapse longer sections of content into a more digestible format. These will be perfect for adding an FAQ section to a questionnaire or any other form. As with the testimonial sliders, there are so many customization options. We can't wait to see what you create.
Our team is hard at work on these features, and we can't wait to share them with you very soon. These features and so many more that we have planned are all thanks to the feedback you've shared with our team. Here's Morgan to tell you more.
Hey, I'm Morgan, the marketing manager here at Dubsado. Other than our team, you're the first to hear about our form updates and upcoming features. And I know after watching Cameron customize that form, you're excited to start using our new builder yourself. Well, I'm happy to be the first to tell you that as of right now, this new feature is live in your Dubsado account. We've been waiting a very long time for this, so we can't wait to see what you create. Really though, if you're on Instagram, share your new forms there on your story or maybe in your post, and be sure to tag us with our handle @Dubsado so we can take a look. Since day one of Dubsado, our top priority has been listening to our users. Every single chat message, DM, email, and post in our community is what makes features and releases like this one possible. Building Dubsado has been and will always be a collaboration between our team and you. So thank you. Thank you for telling us the features you're looking for in a CRM. Thank you for telling us what you love about using our platform. And most of all, thank you for being a part of shaping the future of Dubsado. We truly couldn't do any of this without you. Now, let's hear directly from our users about what it means to use Dubsado to run a small business.
There are so many wonderful features available inside Dubsado, but what really sets it apart from many other CRMs are the branding and customization options available inside the forms. Before I send a proposal to any potential client, I take less than 5 minutes to customize it based on our consultation call or the details they gave me in their inquiry form.
Things are on brand and I really enjoy it. It's made my life so much easier. I used to have Google Drive, Google Forms, I used to have Calendly, I used to have so many different systems, and now they're all in one.
Then I was manually, yes, you heard me right, manually doing everything in my business. So can you imagine handling all your customers and clients manually? That's what I was doing. I took a day or two, learned the tool, implemented all of my process in there, as well as emails so that I can deliver to my clients in a timely fashion.
Listen, Dubsado has a lot of great features, the automations and workflows, the package, the invoice, and the contract all in one thingamajiggy, and you can just send it off and get paid in like 5 minutes.
You can have a form that is perfectly on brand with your graphics, with your logo, and what's even better about that is that it can be done with code or without code. So you really decide the level of customization.
Man, when it comes to being able to intake a new lead, confirm that we're really a good fit for each other, convert that lead to a booked client by sending a proposal, contract, and invoice, and really offboarding without having to lift a finger, Dubsado has been a no-brainer for me.
The importance of having a system that fits to your lifestyle. You need a system that you can customize. If you are a very busy person, you could have a system that will send out what you need and when you need it.
Dubsado allows me to have the freedom to be able to not worry if a client has been followed up with or if an email has been sent out, because through their automated workflows, it's all done for me.
I could customize when the emails went out, what the email said, and then also had a lot of other forms that went out to get info from my clients.
Dubsado allows me to elevate my client experience and make sure that each and every one of my clients gets that same premium experience through workflows, through automation, through sending in different emails at different times throughout the process.
It's a system that works for you when you need it and with the lifestyle and business you want to create.
I can't thank Dubsado enough for the elevation that it has brought to my business, to my brand, and for the premium client experience that it allows me to have without having to be glued to my computer all the time.
It's really allowed me to focus on growing and building my business and not so much managing the back end of it.
It makes it easy for my clients to work with me and for me to work with my clients. So if you are on the fence about a business management CRM tool to use, look no further. Dubsado is it.
I couldn't be happier, and I will forever be with Dubsado.
I love Dubsado. Everybody who knows me knows I love Dubsado, especially the Dubsado team.
I love Dubsado, and I know you will too.
Like Morgan said, this feature is now live in your Dubsado account. If you need any help navigating this new release, we have created some really helpful guides on help.dubsado.com. We have also built a form on the new form builder so that you can add it right into your account. That will be emailed out to you within about 1 hour after this webinar if you're tuning in live. And don't forget, our chat is always open if you have any questions. Our team is here to help. Thank you so much for joining in, and we are really looking forward to seeing your stunning creations.